Today's claim is that wireless Bluetooth headphones are dangerous because they emit radiation that might cause brain cancer, and AirPods are supposedly riskier than other headphones. Hi, it's Health Clips Daily. Let's dive in. Let's start with the facts. All wireless devices, Wi-Fi routers, baby monitors, cell phones, smartwatches, headphones, and more, emit EMFs, or electromagnetic fields, which are a type of radiation. Bluetooth uses radiation to connect one wireless device to another, like your headphones to your iPhone or laptop. EMFs exist on a spectrum where frequency essentially means energy, and we can split these into two main categories. High-frequency EMFs are ionizing radiation, which can cause cellular damage and potentially lead to cancer. Think X-ray machines, CT scans, and UV light, substances I always advise for caution. On the other hand, EMFs from very low to mid-frequency are non-ionizing radiation. This type doesn't have enough energy to directly damage DNA, and thus isn't considered to cause cancer. But the theory from some claims is that low and moderate frequency EMFs might cause cellular damage over time because of prolonged exposure, despite no direct evidence. What does current research say? There haven't been direct studies on the health impacts of Bluetooth headphones specifically. Most research on non-ionizing EMFs focuses on cell phones. While both emit similar radiation, Bluetooth emits 10 to 400 times less, according to a 2019 study. Some experts believe cell phones might be a potential risk for cancer and have been vocal about that. In 2011, the WHO's International Agency for Research on Cancer classified radiofrequency radiation as a possible carcinogen. The main evidence was a large observational study that didn't find a significant increase in brain tumors from cell phone use. It did find a correlation between high cell phone exposure and malignant brain tumors called gliomas, but this association was weak, and many confounders could explain the link. In 2015, over 200 scientists petitioned the WHO and UN to tighten rules on non-ionizing EMFs, citing concerns about safety levels. They pointed out that heavy users of cell and cordless phones had a slightly higher chance of meningiomas, but again, the evidence was too weak for definitive conclusions. Recent studies, including a 2018 animal study showing cancerous heart tumors in male rats exposed to high radiation levels, also don't prove harm in humans, especially since exposure methods differed. In 2020, the FDA reviewed 125 studies and found no consistent pattern linking radiofrequency radiation to cancer in humans. Today, most experts agree that the risk from Bluetooth devices is minimal compared to other daily EMF exposures. As science evolves, it's still worth investigating, especially since kids now have their own phones and respond differently than adults. But there's no reason to panic. Now, back to Bluetooth headphones, which gained attention in 2019 when a Medium article claimed AirPods might be dangerous, referencing the WHO petition. The idea that AirPods emit 5 times more radiation is a myth. In reality, they operate at only 8% of the safe FCC limits. They sit close to the ear and the brain, but the radiation levels are well within safety margins. Wireless tech emits pulses of electromagnetic energy, but current human studies don't support the claim they cause cell damage. If you're concerned about radiation, you can take breaks from AirPods, alternate between wired and wireless, or spend more time headphone-free. Remember, Bluetooth exposure is just a small piece of your overall EMF environment. Since studies haven't supported a causal link between cell phones and cancer, the leap to Bluetooth is a big one, so don't stress over your daily use. That's why I'd rate this claim a 3.5 on the truth or scare scale. Stay happy, healthy, and informed. Subscribe for more 60-second health boosts, and I'll see you next time.